That's right, people. I'm sorry, but these comic book characters that we think that we own, we really don't own. And guess what? They're gonna make a change. They're gonna have to make a change. Evolution demands that they make a change. And here's why.
And here we go.
And here I go. The Joker says it best. Heath Ledger, he killed it with that line. Here we go. Now, if this is the first time you're viewing my channel, I want you to do a few things. First, I want you to do is subscribe. Please subscribe to my channel. I need it. I want it. I got to have it. Also, hit the notification bell because I don't want you to miss any material that I upload in the future. Also, give me that thumbs up. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. Don't ask me how. I don't know how it does. All I know that it does help. I need your help. I want your help. Also, leave comments. Any and all comments that you leave, I try to read the following day, the same day, and make sure that I respond back to you in some shape, form, or fashion. Now, this video I'm making, I'm going to try and keep it short. I felt compelled to make this video because last time on my show, Chaotic Conversation, which you can find on Chaos Central, we talked about one particular topic that seems to be a hot spot for people. It was, well, not a particular movie, but something that's been talked about that's happening. It seems to be happening at a very alarming rate, I guess, to some people. And that's race bending and gender swapping. There was a big talk about James Bond. This James Bond movie has a controversial ending. I'm not going to spoil it for those that haven't seen it. But then there was also talking about maybe 007 being a female, maybe James Bond being a female. And there's some people that are dead set against that. And there's some people that don't care, some people that are indifferent. I'm one of the people that I don't care because maybe it's time. Things have to kind of reinvent themselves. We've been James Bond movie watchers for the last 25 years. Maybe it's time for something new to happen. And sometimes this new thing may be in the form of race bending or in the form of gender swapping. Now, it seems a lot of the people that are shouting at the rooftops are people that don't want this race bending or got a problem with it because they're at the top of the mountain. And when I'm saying that, actors and actresses, for a long time, it's been a white male, white female oriented driven movie. They've been the monopoly. Now it seems the minority is getting their chances at some of the roles that they once had and secured, and there seems to be some kind of backlash. All I'm saying is that look, yeah, I grew up with Clark Kent, I grew up with Peter Parker, I grew up with Bruce Wayne. But if Bruce Wayne is making Batman tomorrow and Bruce Wayne's a black man, I don't think it would bother me as long as the story is good. But some people would have a fit over it. Just a few months ago, maybe a little over a year, people were up in arms because the thought of a black Superman. That's not my black Superman. Well, there's source material that says there is a black Superman. Calvin Harrison, if I'm not mistaken, is his name. But if he was Clark Kent, and as long as the story was good, I wouldn't care. If you're on the top, and an example I gave last night is that, and I know this is not scientifically proven, but I heard it some kind of way. I don't want to use this because I like metaphors and the visualization part of things, trying to explain things to people. Let's say Mufasa and Scar, they're brothers, they're lions, but they're different kinds of lions. Mufasa's mane a little bit more heavier and stronger, and he a little bit more muscular built. And Scar's more scraggly, and his mane was more darker. I think I read somewhere, I heard somewhere on one of these documentaries that there are different breeds of lion or something. The mane or the color of their mane and their physical structure makes them a little bit different breed. They're still lions, but a different breed, I guess, or a different version of a lion. Let's say for 20 years, Mufasa's lion has been on the top of the pride, getting the best females, getting the best food, fighting off the stuff. He has children. His lineage goes and goes and goes. Let's say, for instance, that a stronger version of Scar's lineage comes, and when they vie for who's going to be the alpha lion, Scar's lion beats Mufasa's heritage line or whoever in that line, whoever it is, and then now his lineage and heritage characteristics, DNA, take over. That's quite possible in nature that the strongest survive, no matter what. You could be the same kind of animal, but a different breed or a different kind of strain, I guess, of animal. And if you're stronger than the currently alpha of whatever pack, wolf pack, lion, whatever the case may be, and you're stronger, then of course you're gonna, well, what I'm told, kill the former alpha lions lineage or run them out of the pack and then create your own. That same thing applies in movies. There are minorities that they're trying to get into the business. So if they're given a role of a black Superman or a black Batman or a female Bond or whatever the case may be, why not take that advantage? You know, some people are saying wear their hand-me-down, give me roles and that kind of stuff, scrap roles. Okay, in order for you to affect a game, particularly let's say basketball or football, you can't do anything on the sideline. You maybe can give moral support, you maybe give encouragement. You maybe can, if you're the backup quarterback, you send in the plays. But you yourself physically, other than that, can't do anything in that game. You have to get into the game. Then that's when you make your mark and you show what you can do. Happens all the time. Same thing for movies. There aren't enough minority superheroes that I know of. I couldn't tell you 10 black superheroes now to save my life. I could name well over 20 white superheroes. And if they, for whatever reason, the director or Hollywood or whoever you want to classify as the decision maker decides that they want a black or Hispanic or female character, then don't go with the attitude of, oh, that's not my this, that's not my that. Go with the attitude of, okay, baby, this person is getting their foot in the door. And then once they get their foot in the door and we see what they can do, maybe that will expand the universe and give everybody a more equal piece of the pie. Because right now, the pie slices aren't equal. There are very few that look like me that's getting their just dues and their fair share and can pick and choose what they want. A lot of them are struggling. A lot of them need work. And sometimes the only work comes in the form of a race bending character or a gender swapping character. I was told that the upcoming Eternals is going to be a little bit of that. So I don't know one way or the other. But at the end of the day, what I do know is that if a product is good, whether it's DCU, James Bond, Predator, whatever the case may be, Star Wars, I really don't care about the race. I really don't care about the sex. I care how good it is. I care at the end of the day, at the end of that movie, if I walk out and I feel like my money hasn't been wasted, then I'm partially satisfied. That is 50% of it right there. No matter what movie I go to, no matter what franchise, no matter what IP, if I walk out of that theater, 50% of how I determine that movie is good or not is whether or not I feel like my money and my time was wasted. If I don't feel like my money and time was wasted, then that right there is a definitely positive and correct step into me liking that movie, or me not saying, or me even saying, okay, maybe you want to check this out. Or it's important enough for me to say, I didn't feel like my money and time was wasted. So I just felt compelled to say that this morning. As always, I thank you for all your support. People that have been following me, man, you've been doing it strong for a long time. And I just want you to continue to keep rocking with me, man, because I really, really, really do appreciate it. I'm trying to get my next goal of 1,500. So please, when you see this video today, make sure you share it, like it, send it back out, retweet it, resend it, whatever it is you can do for it can see the masses. I definitely want that to happen, and I definitely appreciate your support. Until next time, peace.